My best friend was always there for me through thick and thin, through good times and bad. I knew him better than anyone else in the world. We shared secrets, dreams, and fears. I never expected to fall in love with him. It all started when we were kids. Kenzo and I grew up in the same small town. Our families were close, and we practically grew up together. As we got older, our interests diverged. He excelled at sports while I was more into academics. Despite our differences, our bond remained strong. We understood each other in ways that only childhood friends can. I knew his favorite color was blue and that he couldn't sleep without his teddy bear. He knew I loved pizza and hated broccoli. We were each other's first everything, first crush, first heartbreak. He was always there to lend a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and I treasured our friendship. I never imagined it would turn into something more. Then high school happened. Suddenly, we were spending less time together. We had different classes, different friends. Our lives seemed to be heading in separate directions, yet somehow our bond only grew stronger. We confided in each other about our crushes, our worries, our hopes for the future. There was a comfortable ease between us, a connection that went beyond our years. I remember sitting on a park bench one afternoon, watching the leaves change color as the seasons passed. I talked to him about my dreams of becoming a writer, about the boy I liked, about everything that filled my mind. He listened patiently, offering words of encouragement and advice when I needed it. And for a moment, amidst the beauty of the changing leaves, I knew I loved him. Not as a friend, but as a potential partner, someone I could see myself sharing my life with. But I kept my feelings hidden. I was scared. What if he didn't feel the same way? What if confessing my love ruined our friendship? I was lost in a sea of emotions, unsure how to navigate them. The idea of losing him, of our friendship fading away, was unbearable. So I buried my feelings deep down, pretending that nothing had changed, hoping my love would eventually fade away. But it didn't. High school ended and college beckoned. We were going separate ways, hundreds of miles apart. I thought the physical distance would help, that it would give me time to move on. But it didn't. I missed him constantly. I missed our late night talks, our shared jokes, our easy camaraderie. The silence in my dorm room echoed with his absence. I threw myself into my studies, trying to fill the void, but it was no use. The more time that passed, the more I realized that my feelings for him hadn't faded. They'd only grown stronger. One weekend, I found myself back in our hometown. I was visiting my family, but my real purpose was to see him. We met up at our favorite cafe, the one where we used to spend hours talking about everything and nothing. The bell above the door chimed as I entered, and I saw him sitting in a corner booth. Time seemed to stand still. All the feelings I'd buried came rushing to the surface. I wanted to tell him, to let him know how I felt, but fear held me back. I spent the afternoon with him, laughing, talking, pretending that nothing had changed. Then I had to leave. Standing at the bus stop, I wrestled with my emotions. Should I tell him? What if it ruined our friendship? What if he didn't feel the same way? Just as I was about to give in to my fear, a car pulled up beside me. Kenzo stepped out. I drove past the bus station and thought I'd come and get you, he said. His eyes, the same warm brown I'd known my whole life, held a hint of something more. Thank you, I stammered. The drive back to the train station was filled with comfortable silence. We both seemed to be lost in our own thoughts. As we approached the station, I felt a pang of sadness. I didn't want this visit to end. I didn't want to go back to my life of loneliness and longing. Then, as if sensing my mood, Kenzo stopped the car. "What's wrong?" he asked, his voice laced with concern. I took a deep breath. This was it. I had to tell him. I had to let him know how I felt. "Kenzo," I began, my voice shaking slightly. "There's something I need to tell you." I explained how I felt about him, how my feelings had grown stronger with each passing day. The words tumbled out of me in a rush. I poured my heart out, hoping he wouldn't be angry, hoping he understood. When I finished, there was a long silence. I looked at Kenzo, afraid to break the quiet. His expression was unreadable. Then he spoke. "Aiko, I need some time to process this," he said. His eyes were filled with emotion, but he quickly looked away. "Can you come back next weekend? We need to talk." I nodded, my heart pounding. I knew he needed time. I wasn't going to pressure him, but I also couldn't pretend everything was fine. The following weekend, I returned. This time, Kenzo met me at my favorite spot under the old oak tree. We sat down on the grass and talked for hours. He told me how he'd struggled with his feelings, how he cared deeply for me, but he wasn't ready to be more than friends. I felt my heart break, but I knew I couldn't blame him. I had put him in an impossible position. The easy camaraderie we'd shared since childhood had transformed into something deeper. And I knew that whatever he decided, our friendship would never be the same. As the weeks passed, I tried to move on. I threw myself into my studies, reconnected with old friends, and even started dating someone new. But my feelings for Kenzo lingered. Some days were harder than others, but I kept busy. I told myself that one day the pain would fade, that time would heal all wounds. Then one rainy afternoon, everything changed. I was at home for a holiday break when I received a call from Kenzo. I picked up the phone, my heart skipping a beat. "Aiko, I need to see you." His voice was urgent. "Is everything okay?" I asked, my voice betraying my concern. "Meet me at our spot under the oak tree. Please hurry," he said. Something in his voice sent chills down my spine. Fear, worry, excitement. I couldn't quite decipher it. I rushed to his side, rain dripping from my hair. Kenzo looked different. His usual casual attire was replaced by a neat jacket and tie. He seemed older, more serious. "Aiko, I need to tell you something," he began, his voice shaky. Before I could respond, he took my hands in his. His touch sent a jolt through me. "I've realized I don't want to lose you," he said. "I know I hurt you, and I'm sorry, but my feelings have changed. I love you, Aiko. I've loved you for a long time." The words were like music to my ears. I felt my heart soar. All the heartache, the pain, the longing, it was worth it in this moment. I loved him too. We spent the afternoon talking, sharing our feelings, making plans for the future. As the rain fell around us, I knew I was the luckiest girl in the world. Kenzo didn't know it yet, but I was already in love with him. Falling in love with your best friend can be both exhilarating and terrifying. It challenges societal norms and personal boundaries, forcing one to confront the complexities of friendship, love, and the courage to follow one's heart. It's a journey filled with uncertainty, self-discovery, and the constant struggle to balance the fear of losing the other with the desire to nurture a relationship. Ultimately, Falling in love with your best friend is a testament to the transformative power of love and the strength of human connection. It's a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected turns lead to the most beautiful destinations.